Hi, how's it going? I'm Marlene. Thanks for wandering by. So, today I'm going to talk to you about the things that I want to study. Tarot and tarot adjacent topics that I want to study and work with in 2024. So, my kind of study goals for 2024. Last year, I did a goal video, right? And I had like all these different categories and things. But this time, I just kind of want to talk about the things that I want to study because over this last year, and I've been doing the Deck and Walk, hello, Deck and Walk 2023, which will still be going into 2024. So we won't be finished with the 1 year long Deck and Walk until March. I just wanted, so I accumulated throughout doing the deck and walk and my tarot practice and just like in general, I accumulated this list of things that I want to study. Now I think this is kind of like you're just gonna like listen to me ramble and kind of just have a view into my brain. So there are lots of things, and I think I just want to like talk about what I have and what I wish for in order to study, and like maybe I'll figure out how to prioritize and where during the year I want to study these different topics. And if it's going to be like a year long practice or just a few months or something that I can do here and there throughout the year, who knows? Like let's just talk about it, cuz I wrote some things down in my journal, and I'm over here because there's going to be things that I'll be showing and then will might pop up on the screen as well. So let's just go ahead and start talking about these topics. Okay, so first on my list, and this is not in any order, it's just what I wrote down. It's just the order in which I wrote these things down. And I have to have my glasses to read, but like when I look into the screen, it's like 8,000 of me reflected. I don't have those glare free whatnots. Anyway, so Lenormand. Okay, what do I have? Well, first of all, I have the rusted Lenormand, this is my only Lenormand deck that is made by Don Michel. So I'll just show you a few of the cards. And I have already started playing with this deck, but I haven't like learned Lenormand. I haven't learned Lenormand. I love Dawn's deck, but she made it, but she doesn't have like a guidebook to go along with it. She was studying Lenormand, and so she made the deck when she was learning. I'm going to go back and forth between saying Lenormand and Lenormand just because it's fun. So I have this, and then I also have, it's a free resource that I've been saving, and I watched a few of the videos. So Logan over at Larkin Legend, so I'll pop up a picture of the series, has a series on Lenormand, and they're these like short, like bite-sized, perfectly scrumptious videos where Logan is teaching Lenormand. And so I have that, and it's a free resource available to me. So I have one Lenormand deck, I have a Lenormand series that I started, but I haven't like really delved into. And then there are two other things that I want on my wish list in order to like round out a Lenormand study. And those would be the cute little Lenormand. So it's a book and deck set that I've heard really, really good things about, and it's on my wish list, and it's pretty affordable. So that I heard is a really good resource. And then another book that Logan recommended is called The Language of Lenormand. So that's on my wish list as well. So I think in terms of Lenormand, there's less cards, and I already have like a tarot foundation, of course. So I've heard that kind of helps in learning Lenormand. And Logan has like a really cool, cool and easy like prescription for how to start learning. And so I think that this is a study that I don't know that it could be like for like the full year, but I think that it won't take me, this is just me hoping that it doesn't take me that long to actually learn Lenormand, and then I'll use it just start using it right away. I think I just want to start reading it right away and incorporating it alongside the tarot. So that's one of the things that I want to learn. Lenormand. Okay, I'm reading from my journal. That's why I'm down here. So I'm looking down here. So another thing that I want to study in 2024 is Greek mythology. Okay, so my relationship with Greek mythology. I mean, I've learned Greek mythology off and on throughout my like academic career, but mostly as like a young kid, right? So Greek mythology is everywhere, because this is the Western world. But it really came through in like middle school, and that's when I got like into it. But like when you're learning Greek mythology in middle school, you're getting like sort of like the versions of the myths that you're getting are a little bit more watered down for children. And so I didn't do like classical studies when I was in college, so I didn't get like a real deep, more critical, I don't know, like analytical, just more, more scholarly, learning of Greek mythology. And because of the Deccan Walk, because of learning astrology, because of constellations, because I love myth and story, and also because of Thea at Garden Goddess Tarot. She is, she's just a wealth of knowledge, and she's got a really good, foundation of understanding of Greek myth. And I just like I want to go back. I want to relearn it in a like as an adult because I have like a I don't know, 13-year-old's kind of perspective. And I remember a lot of the myths and I know like a lot of the like overarching themes, but I don't know, like there's so much, right? And there's so many different versions of Greek mythology. So here's what I have. And I don't have it yet, but I ordered it. So I ordered, and I guess I'll put a picture up here, the Odyssean Tarot. And I saw it on Thea's channel, Garden Goddess Tarot. And I also have I'm a member of Thea's, in Thea's membership, Garden Goddess Tarot. And she has a deck, the Hellenic oracles. Many of you may be aware of this already. So the Hellenic oracle, I also don't have that yet. But so I'm going back and forth. Like I am in Thea's membership where she is posting videos for us where she's kind of going through the Hellenic oracle and relaying, her like I guess like a brief, impressions of how she of the myths themselves and the pantheon, the gods and goddesses, and there's just a lot, so she's kind of going through it and teaching us, about the Greek mythology. And so I need to get the Hellenic Oracle, so that's on my wish list also. But so I have the Odyssean Tarot, which is coming to me, and it has like an amazing guidebook. I have Thea's, videos, which is like just amazing. And not just like the ones that she specifically does for the Hellenic Oracle, but her just entire, her entire like body of work. There's her like Greek mythology layer is just always there, and then I also have I have this book. I have this, which is it's a book mostly written for kids, so it's the Treasury of Greek Mythology. I have this also Norse mythology. You can see like reflections. Also oh my god, I can't talk today. Norse mythology too, but this is just like a coffee table kind of book, and it's really, brief and written mostly for like kids. But that's fine, like, because that really kind of takes me back to how I interacted and engaged with Greek mythology from the time I was young, right? So I have that book. I also am listening. I mentioned this I mentioned this in a video before, I can't remember which one, but I've been listening to this podcast called Let's Talk About Myths, Baby, which it is a podcast, and the host is named Liv, and she is delightful. Like, she's got this feminist edge. She's got this, like, just really humorous total vibe. Like, it's just, she's funny and it's super palatable, and I've not been able to stop listening to the Let's Talk About Myth Baby podcast since I found it. Like, I've just been like eating it up. It's so 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 good. Highly recommend. So I have that podcast. I have the book. Oh yeah, I have all of that stuff. Oh, and there's a bunch of other like Greek mythology books that I want to get. One of them is the Myths by Stephen Fry. And the one that I know that I had when I was a kid was Greek mythology. I want to say it's the Edith Hamilton. I don't, I've got rid of so many books over the years, but I had that copy for a while. So I want to get that again too at some point. So yeah, Greek mythology. I think this is going to be something that I'll go back and forth, dip in and out of, and it'll be not just next year, but I think this is going to be like a forever study, like, because it's just right, it just comes right up against the tarot for me. Plus I just think it's going to be something that I'll always want to do, always want to work on and study and learn. Okay, Greek mythology. All right, another topic that I want to study is alchemy. So alchemy, I mean, like, I don't even know where to start with this, except I have started. Sort of. And I just got, and I don't have it yet. See, these are things I've ordered. Like, I'm prepping. I ordered, so it's like, these are like my Christmas gifts to myself, or, well, kind of sort of from the partner too. But I ordered the Alchemical Tarot. Let's put a picture of it up there. The Robert M. Place one. And that's coming. And so I'm going to have that. But I didn't yet get the companion guidebook to the Alchemical Tarot by Robert M. Place. So there's that book that I want to get. So that's on the wish list. Also on the wish list is another tarot deck called, and it's mass market, and it's called the Alchemical Visions Tarot. Now, this deck I've seen, well, Dawn Michelle just got it, so she was showing it, and I've seen it from other folks, and it's just like huge. Like, the cards are enormous. So it feels like it'll mostly be a study deck. But I've heard good things about the guidebook. And I need to, so like, I don't have a compiled wish list of books for alchemy yet. And I don't even kind of know where to start. So I think that's going to be part of the learning journey. So I think I'm going to start with the tarot, because I know the tarot, and I know that there's, this whole layer of alchemy that is in the tarot, according to the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. Oh, there's that other deck, that's the Kim Krantz. Is it Kim Krantz? It's the same creator as the Wild Unknown, has an alchemical deck. So that's a possibility. Anyway, so alchemy is just so far removed from anything I know. It would be really learning from, like, point zero. Like, I don't know squat. So we'll see if that's an adventure to get into in 2024 as well. So alchemy. Okay, and the last thing on my list is something that I thought I was going to start working on and learning this year. But it is Marseille. Like, so I have studied Thoth. I've studied the Rider-Waite-Smith system, and so those are, under the umbrella of the Golden Dawn, and I am a Golden Dawn girl. Like, I don't know. I mean, I've talked about this before, if I have a preference for one over the other, and it's ends up being Thoth sometimes, and I do think sometimes, though, I lean more Waite Smith. Anyway, that's a whole different video, isn't it? But what I'm saying here is that like I want to have a good solid understanding of the big three, right? So Waite Smith, Thoth, and Marseille, Tarot de Marseille. And I've already started, I had already started getting some things and I have them. So I have the Squid Cake Tarot de Marseille. And I've heard, I haven't really used this deck, but I've heard wonderful things about the guidebook. So this was gifted to me, and it was on my wish list. Um, and I love these little mini decks, you know? So I mean, it's a Marseille deck. But it's modern and it's got this cute coloring and the characters are really amazing. And this guidebook, even though the print is like teeny tiny, I've heard really is really helpful in understanding Marseille. So, I also have this, which like this was not an inexpensive treat to myself. This is the Le Dinosaures de Marseille, the dinosaur. I'm saying that I'm sure incorrect, but this is the Dinosaur Marseille tarot. Like, I mean, come on, you guys. I love dinosaurs, and yeah, these are the backs, and it's just like Dinosaur Marseille. And I just thought, like, I don't know why I thought that what I needed. Ooh, I'm upside down, aren't I? I don't know why I thought that I needed to have these like weird, like not traditional Marseille decks to start with. Um, this one is super cool. I think I saw it for the first time on Kelly Bear's channel, and she's like a big Marseille uh, fan and reads, with Marseille decks all the time. So yeah, so Dinosaur Tarot de Marseille, I thought that like having something like, whimsical like this would be just because I'm not really super attracted to Marseille like art, like the artwork of Marseille decks usually. At least the coloring, like the decks that, most of the like the traditional like historical decks are like these primary colors, and that's just not my jam. Not usually. So, I mean, I don't know, I like muted colors and more like dark tones, and I like whimsical things and weird kind of out there stuff. Like if you've been here for a minute, then that I'm odd. And I like weird things. Oh, I have another Marseille deck. I forgot. I have it sitting over here. This is Le Tarot Noir. And oh, I'll just show you a few. This is like these cards are giant, but it's beautiful. Like you can, hello. It's very glossy. So, here's some of the pips. This is just beautiful, Is this upside down? See, like, I gotta learn that too. Like, what is upside down? What is right side up? Here, I'll show you some of the quartz too. Like, I love these oddball designs and or like characters, and I really like the coloring here. Here's another quart. Right? So I have these 3 Marseille decks that I have not yet read with, because I want to learn Marseille. So I have on my wish list, I think I have some other Marseille books, but the number one book that I get recommended, I know what it is. I don't even need to read from the journal. It's called Untold Tarot. God, I think that's what it is. Untold Tarot. And that's the one that everybody recommends to me. But I'm sure those of you that are watching, if you know of like beginner, beginner Alchemy, beginner Marseille, Greek mythology, I kind of got that covered. Like I know what I want, to work with there. And then Lenormand, I think I want to just try to keep that simple too. But in any case, yeah, that's the one Marseille book that I had like written down. Oh, and I guess I'll show again. This is my planner that I got for 2024. I just love, look at these. Isn't that so pretty. So it's just this like little teeny guide that I want to just carry with me, and it has, you know, the month and then the dailies. So it has, you know, the month and then just day by day, but it has, each day has like a little spot. So whatever my study is at the time, I think is going to be, you know, incorporated in here, as well as my, you know, my tarot and things like that. So like I already started like setting things up for January, and I want to use red. Oh yeah, I put this in because I like to write down my practices, and I write down the tarot and oracle decks that I'm using. So I kind of covered up and use some washi tape there. And I'm also planning to use red ink in this book, right? Isn't that awesome? Okay, so let's review, because, you know, I'm a teacher, and I have to review things. So we said that we want to, you know, like you guys are going to be studying it too. Well, if you are, let me know. So I am going to be, and I'm sure I'm going to be making videos about all this stuff, although it's not going to be anything as, I mean, well, I don't know. Never say never. But you know, the deck and walk has been a real intense study, and it's been something that I've been, you know, every 10 days, putting up a video. So I don't know like what the content is going to be around these different studies, but I'm sure I'm sure I'm going to bring you along for the ride with my studies. So, to review, Lenormand, Lenormand, Greek mythology, alchemy, and Marseille. Oh, I wrote down some other things, but I'm going to continue and furthering my study of the Thoth. And there's some other, like, other topics involved in that. But I have plans to do more Thoth content and more of, you know, what it is that I'm learning around the Thoth in that content. I want to, you know, that's a goal. I hope I can get to that, you know, next year. We'll see. I think I don't want to, you know, be too specific about it, about the content. I just know that these are the things that I'm interested in, and along with, you know, the things that I always talk about, the tarot, oracle, and creative writing and poetry, and pop culture and things like that. Like all of that is still going to be like intertwined and in my, you know, in my content. But I think these things that are newer to me, Lenormand, Greek mythology is old and new. Alchemy and Marseille is going to start getting folded in. And we'll see how much of it I actually get to, because these are really big things. And I feel like I'm most excited about Greek mythology right now. And I'm most excited about Lenormand right now. And I have, you know, I am excited about Alchemy and Marseille, but I'm kind of intimidated at the idea. So we'll see. We'll see what we get. I'll just keep you posted, you know, how I keep track of everything along the way. And I'll keep you guys posted. So I'm looking forward to 2024. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for sticking with me and hearing me out, how my brain is churning all the things that I want to get up to in 2024. You can expect to see the same type of content that you've been seeing, plus some new fun stuff as I journey. You know, like my channel is all about bringing you into what I'm learning and what I'm thinking about, and just, you know, my exploration of different things. And so thanks so much for sticking with me, and I hope that you all have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye.